Hey guys, today we are talking about building relationships, forming people, finding out about their family, occupation, recreation, and sending them a message. What is your message that you want them to know? So first is finding people to talk to. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit how I do that through Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here for you and give you a look. We primarily work from our phones. So I'm just going to share with you how I go about finding new people on Facebook and relating to them, finding a way to, finding a common interest or something to talk with them about. So I'm just going to go here to my profile page. Now, the reason I'm doing this on my phone is because there is a few features from your phone that are not available in the web browser option. So I'm going to go here to my friends list, and this is specifically what it will not show you on your computer. So it's showing me all my friends, my recent friends, and then my friends with new posts. So if I go to recent, these are people who I sent a friend request to and they just recently accepted it, or they sent me a friend's request and I just recently received it. So what I do is I will just tap on the first person. I will look at things about their page. I will most of the time look at their cover photo. So for instance, for this person, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Okay, so personally, I really love this, so I'd probably give it a heart. I then check out their profile. She looks like somebody who I could connect with. So I will probably hit like for that. May even add a comment to one of those, like cute photo or something. So then I'll just scroll through their timeline to see if there's anything interesting that I can comment on, or if it's a similar interest. If we have a similar interest, I can comment on that I like it too. It looks like she just recently had a birthday on Saturday, this being Thursday. I'd probably, maybe in my first message to her, it would say something like, hey, I saw you recently had a birthday. Hope you had a good time. Did you do anything special? That's something I could do. The thing that really stands out for me is this cover photo. So I will message her something simple like, hi, Brianne. I don't know if we actually know each other, but I came across your profile and I love your cover photo. That it's really a great saying to share, or something like that. And then I will say something like, looks like you had a birthday recently. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great time. What did you do for fun, or something like that. So that message honestly is probably pretty long. So I'd probably just choose a little bit of those, maybe one of those, not necessarily both those things, but I always end in a question because I want the conversation to continue. So I want to put the ball in their court then and let them know that I want to hear what they have to say. So after I've built a conversation with them, gone through my list and kind of built conversations with the people, and I'm looking for new people to friend request, I will use my phone again and do the same method. I will go to a friend who I just recently friended, and I will click on friends. And again, this is going to show, it's going to separate their friends. So these are friends that we have in common, and then it's going to suggest friends to me. And it looks like it's telling me there's no suggestions for me. So I click on someone else, and again, go to their friends, and then it's listing all their friends, the friends that we have in common, and then suggestions. And here I'm looking for people with maybe this Sarah, she looks like I have 40 mutual friends with her, so I'm going to go check out her profile. Looks like a mom, 3 boys. That's fun. I like her cover photo. Look at her about section. She's a triple diamond at It Works Global. Congrats. It's not likely that she's going to want to build with me, but I'll just check out her profile anyway just to see if that's really a triple diamond, I would assume is a really great thing. So it's likely that she's really passionate about what she's doing. She's made a lot of posts posting about her products. So, I mean, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't friend her, but you could. So I'm going to see it here. I have another person with 48 mutual friends with. So again, I like this cover photo. It's really unique with it black and white and the color sticking out. Looks like she has a little girl. This is definitely somebody that I could relate to. So again, just going to scroll through. Okay, that's a really funny video. So already I've found 2 things that I could start a conversation with her about. So I would just say, you know, hi, Carissa. I'm not sure if we actually know each other, but I came across your profile and I really love your cover photo. It's, you know, it's really unique. Is that your husband and your kids? Something like that. You could also do something like, if you don't really have a lot of something to comment on their profile with. For example, this one, maybe, you know, maybe you don't have a lot in common. You're not really sure what to say. You could say, hey, I see that you are from your town also. You know, how long have you lived here? Or you could even say something like, I see that we have a lot of the same friends, you know, maybe we've met, you know, or something like that. So you can, if there's nothing on your timeline that you can spark up that conversation with, you can start with just looking at their about section and saying, hey, I see you're from the area. Maybe we've seen each other around town. Do you work in town also? Always asking with a question. So after you kind of get that icebreaker and you get that second message back, you're going to ask about their family, right? So not only just asking questions, but also giving them some information about you, because you don't want to feel like you're drilling them. They might think that you're like a robot trying to steal their passwords, or that you're some sort of hacker. So be asking a question, you know, hey, I see you live in the area. Do you work? I've lived here for 16 years. Maybe I've seen you around town. Do you work here also? So they're going to share with you that they work at the hospital as a nurse, and you can reply with something like, oh, that's great. You know, nurses are such caring people. Thank you for your service to our community. I work from home, and I love the flexibility because I can take my daughter to and from school. Do you have kids? Or I could even say my 9-year-old to school. Do you have kids? Something like that. So you're just going to get to know them, what they're doing, a little bit of family. Actually, I threw in the occupation there as well. And then you're just going to be talking about, build the conversation from there. There is no set, really set step to do with this, because every conversation is going to be unique, because every person is unique, and the relationship that you're building is unique. So you're just showing interest in them, asking questions, sharing a little bit about yourself so that you can relate, not just pulling information from them, but sharing as well, and always ending with a question. So that is how you form with someone. The message will be, again, vary on the conversation. Maybe there is, you know, sometimes it's going to lead to health and fitness, especially if you're sharing what you do, which I really hope you do share what you do. That's going to be a great way to open up the door to possibly sharing other things. Ask them what they do for a living, then you share what you do for a living. So sometimes that health and fitness is going to come up, and that could be a way for you to share a solution that, that you have to offer them. Other times it's just going to be, you know, maybe it's something that you're going to get from them. Maybe the person that you're talking to is a photographer, and you notice that they have great pictures on their Facebook wall. So you are commenting on them, and you're saying, hey, that, you know, those are some great pictures of your family. Where did you get them taken? And they could say, well, I'm a photographer. And you're going to be like, oh, that's great. I need pictures taken, right? So there's that. Or if it's something like, yeah, I know this great lady from this town, and she does great pictures, and you can say, oh, that's great. I really appreciate that. Or it could be something like you see a recipe that is shared on their wall, and you can say, hey, that salad looks awesome. Have you tried it? So again, just asking questions like that. And so your message, again, is not always going to be, here is my message, my journey, or my reason for being on my journey, and inspiring them to make a change as well. Sometimes it's just going to be something that you can help them with outside of health and fitness. So that is how I form on Facebook. And hopefully that all made sense and that some of my tips will be helpful to you.